Hey, we want to welcome everybody here to McKenzie Stadium here. This is Friday Night Football in EPS Sports. Ryan Vassbinder, Rodney Lawrence, right here at the start of the kickoff where you see Shelton High Climbers going against the Mountain View Storm. And as we get started right here, a nice little run back there. That is going to be Jaden Brown, who is just tripped up right there around the 45. Great return there.
Yeah, that was a great return by Jaden Brown there to start things off for the Thunder.
So if everybody didn't know, the Shelton High Climbers, we had not a team that we have shown before. They are new into the 3A Greater St. Helens League down here. They are just, northwest
of Olympia.
So they make a trek to come down here, but they are part of the league this year and possibly next year, but it is just the football program. So we'll be able to talk a little bit more about that. We have got a Wildcat here given to the big man. And he is going to get all 10 of the yards needed on that one, and he is going to move the chains.
Yeah, it was Rylan Reinbach with a big carry for the first down of the game.
Reinbach wearing number 68, lining up in the backfield for the first time we've been able to see it all this year, but definitely able to get done what he wanted to. Looks like we've got an injured Thunder player already. That is going to be Taryn Taylor, number 4. So he steps out of the game. Officials throwing a penalty flag, first penalty of the game already. Less than a minute into it. And it's going to be against Mountain View, and that's going to push him back 5, first and 15. They'll need to get inside the 20-yard line to be able to move the chains again. Play being run in there, and that is Aiden Cummings, number 12. Brace formation. We've got 2 receivers down here at the bottom. I guess there's a whole lot of complications going on down there. They're going to call their first timeout. So while they're in that timeout, let's kind of learn a little bit more about the Shelton High Climbers, Ryan.
Yeah, so Shelton's sitting 1-5 on the season, 1-1 in league. They did beat Heritage, same as the Mountain View Thunder 2 weeks ago. I think it was right around a 10-point difference, if I remember right. I mean, their defense seems to be stronger than their offense. They really kind of struggled last week against Evergreen. They put up 5 points, one of which was a 43-yard field goal by their kicker, which is certainly impressive at this level. The other one was a safety. So I think they forced 3 different turnovers in that game last week. So we should see a pretty good game here tonight.
All righty. Well, looking for these two teams to battle it on, trying to get closer to a 500 schedule here before the end of it, before it's all over. Both teams struggling a little bit this year. On the start here, Mountain View with their first win, controversial as it may have been, almost didn't get it, but they were able to, once all the smoke cleared, they were able to go ahead and give them the victory, so that's good for them. They're going to hand this ball back off to Brown. Brown steps inside. He's going to pull up a couple of tacklers across the 20-yard line. Looks like he'll get about 13 or 14 yards of that, and it's going to bring up second down and about a yard to go.
Yeah, you talk about Mountain View getting their first win last week. I mean, and it was, right, they came up on top, but they've also lost 3 other games this season by a total combined points of 7.
Yeah, they have.
And so they've had 3 really close games that could have gone either way, and this team very well could have been, 4-2 rather than 1-5.
They sure could have. Mountain View running with a split backfield. They're going to give that ball to Brown. Brown is going to get about a yard out of that, and that'll bring up third down and a yard to go. Mountain View with the 2-back set this first series, and it looks like they're going to go back to a 1-back set as number 29, Dallas Hobbs, comes out of the game. So slot receivers on each side. Fake that to Brown. There's no place for him to go on that. The high climber defense all over the top of that. They had 3 would-be tacklers in the backfield almost at the same time.
Yeah, it was immediate.
Snap.
Nobody picked him up.
Yeah. So that's a big loss for him. So it's going to bring him back to 4th down, and it looks like about 7. So they still need to get to the 18-yard line to move the chains. A little confusion out there. 2 receivers at the top. Jack Fournier out there on the numbers. Quarterback drops back, looks to throw. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket. Still looking for somewhere to go. Tries to get that up inside, and he is not going to make it to the line of scrimmage. So that is going to be considered the 2nd sack in a row. And Mountain View is going to turn the ball over on downs.
Yeah, I mean, he had all the time in the world. It's sitting there in the pocket, and he was scrambled out of it. He just couldn't find any help to throw the ball to. And it's going to result in a turnover on downs.
So for the first time, the Shelton High Climbers are on the field. Quarterback Trevor Gott is running the helm. Pistol formation, strong side to the right. They're going to hand that ball off to the weak side, and he is going to be caught right there at about a yard. Ball carrier Ben Morford. He is going to get about 2 yards out of that, but he takes a pop. But when he gets that 2 yards.
Big stick. That was by number 69, Juan Pasillas Stanton, coming up with a big stop there.
Break the huddle here, and we have got J.J. Rhodes, number 44, the up power back, looks like. Drops back and picks up a man on the slant. He's able to bring it in. Not able to hold on to it, though, as Cummings is there to make contact as soon as he gets the ball. That'll bring up 3rd down. So a passing situation. They bring in another up back here. So they're running 2 backs in the backfield. Pistol formation, strong side to the weak side of the field. Rollout and that ball is going to get slapped down. Great defensive play there, and that is Jaden Brown. Just able to get his paw on that and knock it down. That'll bring up 4th down. It looks like here comes the High Climbers kicking team. Kicker Braden Phillips. And Dylan Huber standing right about the 40-yard line. Kind of a short punt, but it's going to take a high climber roll. And they're going to down it right at about the 40-yard line. So Mountain View on the field for the 2nd time in this 1st quarter. We'll see what they're going to be able to do this time.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they certainly helped out in that first possession with a big return by Jaden Brown to start things off inside of Shelton territory. So we'll see what type of offense. They had a good week last week, over 300, well, not over 300, but 329 total yards of offense, 131 of those passing and almost 200 rushing yards. So they've split the way that they've moved the ball last week. We'll see kind of how it looks tonight.
Okay, so they got Hobbs and Brown in the backfield, split backfield. Hobbs is going to take this one this time, pulls in behind with a pulling guard. Nice little running as he finds some space. He's going to make it all the way to midfield. Depending on the spot, that will be enough to move the chain. So that is give him all 10 yards on that carry.
And that almost looked like it was a direct snap. I don't know if it was mis-snap. And it just ended up into his chest.
All right, so Mountain View slowing the game down a little bit now, coming out of huddles each time. Split backfield once again, 2 receivers up top. Has a man coming across the middle there to make the catch. And he's going to get about 8 yards out of that, bringing up 2nd down.
That looks like that was number 21, Dylan Rockos.
So they break the huddle again here. 1 receiver down here on the bottom. Hobbs takes this one, tries to find some room up in the middle, and he is going to as he cuts back across the grain. He'll get down to the 45-yard line. So this is a different offense that we saw the last time we saw these guys out here on the field. We didn't see Dallas Hobbs on the field at the same time Jaden Brown was on the field. Creates a little bit of a mismatch, and they're pulling offensive linemen to get out in front of this. So it looks like this is something that they're trying to make move for them.
Yeah, I think when we saw them 3 weeks ago, they split time between quarterbacks. I think they were still trying to figure out what their offense looked like, and it seems like they figured it out.
Well, there's a big stop there by the High Climbers offense. It's J.J. Rhodes, number 44. One of their linebackers got in there right away, so he seems to be creating problems whenever they have kind of a blitz on. They haven't been able to pick that up yet.
No, they haven't.
So big loss. That'll push them all the way back to the 39-yard line. That'll bring up second down and about 14. Rolling out, has a man open, makes the catch, turns upfield, and is going to get run out of bounds about the 3. Good job there. That's Dylan Huber. Third and 7. Three receivers set. They're coming up the field again, coming hard. This time he's able to get the ball off. Nice catch as he steps inside. That's going to be Dylan refusing to go down. It's going to take a host of high climbers to bring this young man down as he gets down across the 20.
Yeah, that was a great run after catch by Dylan Huber there. He fought off multiple defenders, and we're going to see it. It's just a little dump pass. And Huber finds it. He finds a little seam, but he's able to shake off really 3 defenders before Shelton brings him down.
Nice little screen pass. Well, when you got an aggressive front line defensively and the linebackers are blitzing, that is a way to slow them down as they run a screen. They're going to hand this one off to Brown. Brown's going to lower his shoulder, get down across the 15-yard line, down to about the 11. Got about 6 of that. He's got 4 more to go. That will get him inside the 10-yard line. All right, 2 receivers, no tight end in the game this time. They're going to give it to Brown, but it looks like that might be a penalty against Mountain View. We'll see what they're calling here. Looks like there was some premature movement up there before the ball snaps. We'll see who they're going to call that on.
This one's going against Shelton.
So that will be against Shelton. So that will move the chains, and that'll bring up first down and goal. So a fresh set of downs from the 6-yard line, and at this point, it looks like Mountain View's on a roll here with this run game that they have going. Another handoff again, Jaden Brown. He is going to get down to the 1-yard line. Second down.
Just short. I think if he cuts the other direction and he's able to go ahead and get into the end zone, he just runs into a little bit of traffic.
Yeah.
And they'll have another shot here.
And we have got a penalty flag. I don't know.
This is going to be offside.
That's going to be against those guys again. That'll bring them half the distance to the goal line. Looks like that one might have been on their nose guard, number 70. And that is Cody Behringer. He came in the game late, so he lined right up over the top of the center. All righty, they're going to hand it off. Brown takes it, and nobody touches him as he gets into the end zone. And with 3:35 left to play in the first quarter, Mountain View is on the scoreboard now, 6-0.
Yeah, that was a good offensive drive by Mountain View. They kept the Shelton defense on their toes. They mixed it up with both passing and rushing plays to keep them guessing, and they were able to execute.
Yeah, they were. The good thing is that the big losses that they took And you're kind of noticing how the team has gotten better over as we've gotten deeper in the season. And they took 2 big losses, and they were able to get around those and still keep the ball moving. And we got a kick, and that is going to be good. That will make it 7-0.
Well, I think that one of the biggest things and a point of emphasis for Mountain View is managing their penalties.
Yeah.
Right? They did have one false start during that series, but penalties have been really the contributor to the losses in Mountain View's season so far. I mean, and so they have to be able to manage those and prevent those.
That is true. They have tended to get a little sloppy there at the end, and that's where the games that they have lost, and we kind of talked about it before we got on air, the games they have lost have been lost by minimal amount of points and just a bunch of mental mistakes there at the end. All right, both teams on the field here. Jackson Ward, one of the deep men, and it also looks like that's Bennett Henry, number 88. So number 88 and number 2, both standing there on about the 10-yard line, waiting for this kickoff. And here we go. Henry is going to settle in under that, take the ball off. He'll get to the 20. And about to the 25. He's shaking people off, not going down easy, but it looks like he'll finally be dropped right there at the 25-yard line. High Climbers will take it from there, 1st and 10. So Trevor Gott has them in the huddle, breaks that huddle here, and it looks like we have J.J. Rhodes and Ben Morford both in the backfield. Rhodes standing to the left on the power side. They're going to hand this off. They're going to go left with it. Morford's going to get about a yard and a half before he is stopped. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Morford now replaced by Robert Knight, number 0. Formation shift. Trap play. They're trying to get Knight in under that kick-out block. Mountain View's front line does a good job picking that up. They're going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like that's all they're going to get. Rhodes back in the game. And he's replacing number 34, and that is Hunter Leth. Knight in the pistol formation behind the quarterback. Gott drops back, looking downfield, tries to find a man open, and he's going to try and throw him open, not able to do so.
We've got a flag on the near side of the field here.
Intended receiver over there, that was Bennett Henry, number 88, who was flying up the sidelines. Looks like the get-back coach down there for Mountain View is got to stay on his toes. Officially, generally when they do something like that, he ran into somebody trying to come up the field. But the get-back coach has got to get those guys behind that white line out there to make sure they've got that area free and clear to roam. That missed opportunity is going to bring up 4th and 8, and that will bring out the punt team again for the High Climbers. It's going to take a nice little bounce, roll across the 40, down to about the 42 about the 38-yard line, and that's where Mountain View will take over. So decent field position. The last two, actually very good field position on the first time. The second two, I mean, they're dealing with literally half the field.
Yeah, they've started this drive and the last drive in pretty close to identical spots. So
yeah.
We'll see how they decide to go ahead and move this ball on the first play of this drive.
Split backfield. Has a man coming across the middle. That is going to be their big guy, and that is Caden Reinbach, number 12. Nice catch there. He'll get 8 yards out of that, and he's going to bring up second down. Ryback and Taylor line up on the far side. Huber down here by himself. Fakes the ball, has a man right in the middle. He's going to get it there to the receiver. Makes the catch, is going to get about a yard after the catch. Good job of just kind of dancing around and making people miss. It's going to be Taylor. He's going to have enough to move the chains.
Yeah, Hunter left there, able to go ahead and make the tackle. Not able to prevent the first down, but able to prevent him from gaining any yards after the catch.
So that catch did move them into high climber territory, 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. And fakes the handoff, looking at another catch to the outside. That is going to be Ryback. Ryback does a good job as he finds the edge, gets around, and he'll get pushed out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. So good catch and run there by Caden Ryback.
Yeah, it was. We're going to see it on replay here. Just a short little 10-yard pass, and then Ryback's able to go ahead and make the most out of it, busting out to the sideline. And just runs out of room.
Good job, Ryback, only a sophomore. We saw him getting a whole lot of play the last time we televised, so he has definitely been showing the coaches something in practice because we're seeing him a lot more than we did before. Nice little run there by Jaden Brown. We do have a penalty flag right there on about the 21-yard line, generally signaling a holding call out there, and we'll see. And it was a holding call, so that will back them up. And that'll bring up first down. All righty here. Second down from the 32-yard line. They're going to have to get down inside the 20 to move the chains here. Slot twin receivers up at the top of your screen. Both running backs on the flare. He's got a man in the middle. That ball's going to get almost picked off.
Almost. That was Hunter Leth, able to step in and read the pass. Just couldn't hold on to it. He had it in his hands, and he's feeling the disappointment on that one. He knew he was there.
Yeah, he sure was. And that, depending on what kind of legs he had, that could have been a pick six. Ryback just kind of kicked up right there in an open space, and he just read the quarterback's eyes and stepped right into that one.
Yeah.
All righty, back out here, second down now, and the same 20 yards to go.
Well, that's a big pop there by Benjamin Morford. Coming up with a big tackle for an additional loss.
It sure was. I'm not quite sure why the quarterback kind of hitched on that. He looked like he was going to throw it and didn't. Still stared the receiver down, giving Morford just an opportunity to just eyeball that one all the way in and just try to target the receiver on that one. So they're going to lose even more yards on that. That pushed him back. That looks like to the 36-yard line. So we're looking at about third down and about 25 to go. And that will end the first quarter. Mountain View on top, 7-0. In this game, I tell you what, Shelton has You talked a little bit about their defense in the beginning being probably what's the better side of them. They have put themselves in situations where you can see they got the right call at the right time. There are going to be some problems for Mountain View. So we see it here. I mean, some mistakes made mentally on the Mountain View side of the ball with the holding after a big, good run. But High Climbers have been able to defensively make some problems for them.
Yeah, and it's what has kept Shelton in this game so far. We're still early, right? We're just starting the second quarter, but Mountain View has been moving the ball, and then this drive, they're currently sitting third and 21.
Yeah.
Right, 3rd and 20, and so after a big couple defensive plays by the High Climbers, Mountain finds themselves in a tough position.
Yeah. And like we had talked about as they reset the chains, we kind of mentioned it very quickly as we came on live today about the Shelton High Climbers and everybody wondering how did they end up in our league. They were a 2A school, classified, and then this year moved to 3A. So it looks like the area grew a little bit for them. They not quite sure how the Greater St. Helens League got picked for them to be a part of.
Yeah.
Seeing where they come from, because it's about a 2-hour ride to get down here every day. When they make the ride, I do know that they probably left school about 11:30, 12 o'clock to be down here in time to get the road legs off of them and get warmed up. So, but Shelton is part of it. Football only is part of the league, so you'll be seeing them down here a lot.
Yeah.
At least the rest of this season and next year so far.
Yeah, this season, next year, they're talking about expanding it into 2027 for the reclassification cycle, and then they are officially in the 3A league for football, and for other sports, you may see them here, here and there as they continue to come down and play schools from Southwest Washington. But welcome to the league.
Yeah. Kashtan Ledecky gets chased out of bounds. He has to throw that one away. So the Shelton defense kind of starting the second quarter like they ended the first, just in their face and creating problems. And it's 4th and a whole lot, but kicking team not on the field. Mountain View going to go for this. They're going to throw this ball away. Looks like the play kind of broke down. Screen was set up there for Dylan Huber, not able to get the ball to him, so the ball will be turned over on downs. And Shelton's going to take the ball over for the first time in this quarter. Some pretty good field position. Morford and Rhodes in the game. This time it looks like they'll go with a single back set, pistol formation, 3 receivers to the far side. And we've stopped that one before we can get started. That is going to be against Mountain View. So they'll march off half of it. And the man with the box down there looks like, yeah, there we go.
They're figuring out.
Yeah, they got it going. All right, so same formation, 1st and 5 from the 41-yard line. Tried to get that one to Henry. Not able to pick that one up off the carpet. That'll be an incomplete pass, and it'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, he was close to making that catch. Just bounced off the ground just a little bit, but.
Trevor got only a sophomore, so Shelton having a young team out here as well. This time we've got a strong right formation. Power back. They're going to hand this out with the kick out block. He's going to get underneath it. And it looks like they'll give him about a yard, so that'll bring up 3rd and 4. So they're trying to use their up back, which is J.J. Rhodes, as another lineman. They're trying to use they kind of block down, let their safety, let the end come up and try to kick him out and get underneath it. Second time they've tried to do that play already, and not too successful up to this point. I guess a net of 3 yards total in the 2 plays. All right, this time we break the huddle. Twin receivers on either side. They're going to send Henry in motion, and they'll fake the ball, roll out, and he's going to throw that one away, but we have got a late penalty flag down here at the end.
Yeah, I think this one's going to go against Mountain View Thunder. That flag came in late.
See what they're thinking. I was looking up the field, but it looks like it might have been too aggressive of a tackle on the quarterback. Hit him a little late, possibly. We'll see what the call is going to be. Sideline judge having a conversation with the coach. Oh, and that is going to be a call against Shelton. They're going to decline that. They had an illegal player down the field was the call there. That's going to be declined. That'll bring up 4th down. Shelton's going to go for it. 4th and 4. Power back set to the far side. And there's a freebie. Hard count. Pulls off the Mountain View defense.
That's going to give them 1st down.
Right. It sure is. So the penalty situation you brought up earlier, definitely plaguing them, because right now the percentage on that 4th and 4 being successful for them based on the first quarter.
Yeah, pretty low.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's certainly an early Christmas gift to the high climbers. Get a new set of downs. And
all right. Jackson Ward, Bennett Henry, the far side. Tries to get that one to the outside, and he is going to make contact right at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward and get a yard out of that, but trying to get the ball to their running back in some space and see if he can do something. Good job there by Aiden Cummings. Sniffs that out right away and comes up and makes the stop only after a yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down. Huddle is broken. Power formation to the short side of the field.
that ball almost could have been picked off.
It sure could have been. Intended receiver on that one was Braden Phillips. Not quite sure the route he was running. He didn't seem real sure about the route. I mean, looked like he was trying to run a quick slant, but that's not really what happened. Maybe a little miscommunication between him and his young quarterback out there, not able to make that completion. That'll bring up 3rd and 9. Slot receiver at the bottom of your screen. He's going to step back. This time he's able to make the connection. Nice catch. As he kind of strong arms that one into his body there, and that's Jackson Ward with the 10-yard catch, and that is going to move the chains. 1st down and 10.
Yeah, Ward did a great job there to ensure that he fell forward after that catch, because initially I think he stopped behind the line to gain. He just kind of keeps his feet moving and makes sure he falls forward, gets an extra few out of it, and gets a new set of downs for the high climbers.
Good job there. We're going to hand this ball off to the up back this time. And looks like he is going to get about a yard. That looks like that was number 34 left. That is the first time they've handed to the up back, so feeling like that might have been an opportunity for a quick hitter. Mountain View's defense all over that, only allowing a yard. It'll bring up second down. Power back moves to the far side. They're going to hand this all straight, give up the middle. There is nowhere for him to go as he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. And that is going to be Knight, number 0. But, I mean, he was kind of, what does the running back coach always say? Don't dance in the hole.
Yep.
It's kind of what he was doing. He didn't just kind of drop his head. We'll see that here as he just kind of stutter steps instead of getting in there.
Yeah, I mean, you run into the combo of Cummings and Barani there. You're not going to gain much.
No, you're not. All right. 3rd and 9. Slot receivers down here at the bottom. Strong side to the bottom of the screen. Roll out, bootleg. He's going to get it out there to Rhodes. Rhodes gets a job getting around the corner, but we have got another penalty flag right there around the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I think it's going to come back as a hold on Keenan Moore, trying to put a block.
So that is exactly what it is. Hold on. Moore got caught holding on to the jersey. Good run there by Rhodes is going to be negated, and that's going to bring up now 3rd down and 8. So based on where the hold held and the penalty, they netted a yard out of this.
They did.
3rd and long. Ward and Henry out there at the far side. Moore here at the bottom of your screen. Looks like that ball may have slipped out of his hands while he was trying to throw it.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me, but Ryland Reinbach able to go ahead and take advantage of it and get the sack. We'll see here, and that ball just slips out.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can really tell on screen real good, but the rain, it is a little misty out here. So there is some dealing with the wet ball issues going on out here as well tonight. That ball is going to get blocked. Nice job there as they got in there. I don't even think he thought he blocked it. I think he missed it. I think he felt like he missed it.
Yeah, big block there. I believe that was Juan Pasillas stand to get the block. And ultimately, he's the one who recovered the football. We'll see the replay here.
No, actually, that's number 55.
Oh, it was number 55. Number 55, Xavier Frazier, coming up with the big block punt.
So big play there by special teams, putting the offense in a very good position here. As they come out with a bunch set here at the bottom and hand the ball off to Brown. Brown will get to the 31-yard line.
J.J. Rhodes with the tackle on that play.
So bunch set here again down here at the bottom of your screen. Ryback at the top. They're going to hand this ball off again. Nice little run up the middle. Bounces that to the outside, then turns it back against the grain. Nice run as he gets down across the 20 and goes down at about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, very impressive run there by Jaden Brown. We'll see here. He just kind of finds a hole and kind of bounces to his left. He's able to break a tackle and he just drags the defenders with him.
Nice job finding space out there in the crowd. Bunch formation once again down here at the bottom. And Brown will take it again. Nice hard run by Brown. He's not going to go down this time as he gets down across the line, the goal line. And that is going to be another 6 points for the Mountain View Thunder.
Yeah, Brown was certainly determined to go ahead and get that one into the end zone. It's 2 hard runs for him back to back. He's rewarded for his efforts.
All right, here for the kick. And that ball's going to get, and they are not going to be able to get anything out of this, as J.J. Rhodes is there to make the stop. Looks like there was some trouble with trying to get the ball down on the ground. It slipped out of his hand, so Mountain View having wet ball problems too on special teams.
Yeah, we'll see the touchdown run from Brown here. He just finds a seam and just follows it all the way to the end zone. He's able to break tackle at the end there. Zane Hardy not able to go ahead and bring him down.
Well, he's listed at 205, so, I mean, once he turns his shoulders downfield and gets to driving, he's not going to be an easy person to bring down.
Yeah, there's a lot of momentum behind that ball.
Yep. So 13-0 the score. Mountain View unable to put the extra point on them. That has been known to haunt teams in the past. We'll see how that works out for them this evening. Mountain View ready for the kickoff. Ward and Henry at the back, and Henry will pick that up on the far side, right up the sideline. First contact there right at about the 21-yard line, and they'll give him to about the 22. So Shelton takes the ball over, 1st and 10 from their 22-yard line.
Yeah, that's the second run we've seen from Henry that seems to be just a little indecisive about which route he wants to take as he comes into pressure.
.6:22 left to play in the first half. Single back, sends a man in motion. Looks like he'll get across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Looks like they'll spot it on the 26-yard line. 2nd down. All right, slot receivers on either side. Pistol formation. Drops back, rolling to the far side, looking downfield. Covered pretty good. Not able to find an opening. Intended receiver there was Bennett Henry. He would have had to really put it on him for him to be able to catch that one. He was covered pretty well there.
He was very well covered. I will say that the young quarterback and guy, I mean, he does seem to have the arm strength to air it out a little bit. We've seen him attempt it twice tonight. He just hasn't been able to find his receiver.
Power back in the game, trying to hit the slot, and not sure who he was trying to throw that to. They had 2 receivers there on the bottom of your screen drawing quick slants. Went right behind the ear of Bennett Henry.
Yeah, that play seemed extremely similar to the one we saw last series that almost got intercepted.
Yeah. I'll get the punt off. Looked like there was going to be a fair catch, but he decided better of it, and the ball's going to roll out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. Well, I guess one of the Shelton high climbers actually touched the ball, so they will start at about the 45, 1st and 10 from there. Jaden Brown takes this one again, breaks through initial contact, and he'll get over midfield. Looks like they have him going down right on the 50-yard line, so that'll bring up 2nd and 5. Formation broke again. Bunch receivers here at the bottom. It seems to be their formation right now. A run-type formation. Brown, nice job. He muscles through the middle, runs away from everybody, and it looks like he is going to get another touchdown for the Mountain View Thunder. So this is going to be Brown's 2nd touchdown, or 3rd.
You get the first one? I think he did.
Yeah.
I think he did. That's his 3rd score of the day. Yeah, I mean, he was just able to go ahead and outrun Caleb Jordan as he broke through the secondary, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, no, not at all. Nice job turning up the speed there. All right, here we go. Opportunity to push this to a 20-point lead. There's the snap and the hold, and it looks like that is going to be good. So this time around, special teams successful on the extra point. The Mountain View Thunder 20, Shelton High Climbers 0.
Yeah, we see the run here from Jaden Brown. He's able to, I mean, he's broken tackles all night, and then he just turns up the speed as he gets through that secondary and just turned into a foot race. He earned his 3rd score of the night.
Good job. Good job there by the running back. Nice shot there, the Thunder cheerleaders. And now we are ready for the kickoff. Bennett Henry is gathered in the other ones, and it looks like he's going to pick this one up as well. This time he's able to get across. He'll get down to the, well, now it just looks like a scrum. He just has not gone down, and they haven't blown a whistle, so they're going to let him get all he can. It's like they have him finally going down at about the 29-yard line.
Looks like he was able to get about an extra 4 yards.
Yeah, you're right. From initial contact, yeah, he was. There was a flag on the play, but they have waved that and picked it back up. Ball placed on the 29-yard line, 1st down and 10. Gott runs into the huddle with the play. Jaden Ward up top, Moore and Henry down here at the bottom of your screen. Fakes it, tries to get some, not sure what that play was. I don't know if it was a designed bootleg to get Gott out there on the edge. Mountain View did a good job containing him and bringing him down for a 2-yard loss, 2nd down. All right, they break the huddle. Moore and Henry down here at the bottom. And that ball right up the gut. There is nowhere for that running back to run to. He is going to be caught right there at the line of scrimmage. Looks like momentum. They will give them the 2 yards they lost previously, so that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Moore Ford, I should say, having a tough time getting some positive yards out here today. The front four of the Mountain View defense doing a pretty good job. All right, they'll break this huddle. Trips formation down here at the bottom of the screen. Single back. Drops back. Has a man coming across, and he looks like he might been able to get under that, and he did. So great catch there by Bennett Henry. 11-yard catch just outside the chains, and that will move them 1st and 10 from the 40.
Yeah, big play there for Shelton, getting a new set of downs on 3rd and 10.
As always, we do double headers when we decide to come on air and show you guys some Friday night footballs. We have got the players from the second game already starting to show up. It's going to be a handoff to the up back. That's going to go J.J. Rhodes, and he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is about it. So off in the distance, that is one of the teams for the second game is Skyview. Looks like that is Skyview on premise already. Second game will be Union versus Skyview. That is a Greater St. Helens 4A league game. Huddle's broken. They have got Jackson Ward. Henry on the far side. Moore down here at the bottom. Trying to get that ball out to Rhodes, who just kind of leaks out of the backfield into the flat. Not able to get that on him. We do have a player down for Shelton, one of their linemen. Hopefully he is going to be all right. Can't really see a number, so we're not going to guess as to who we think that might be out there. Hopefully he'll be okay and he'll be able to walk off the field on his own. And that looks like it's like Noah Tuatia.
Noah Tuatia is injured. Let's hope he's okay.
Well, it doesn't look like he's able to put very much weight on there. We'll hope he'll be okay.
He's got a little bit more weight on it now, which is promising.
Yeah, it sure is.
He may not be back tonight, but
his team, as they walk back on the field, popping him on the helmet, giving him an attaboy, and as we get ready to resume the game. 1:28 left to play in the first half.
Shelton does still have all 3 of their timeouts.
That looks like that's going to be against Shelton. That'll back him up 5. So that false start will push them back to the 35-yard line, and they'll reset at the line of scrimmage. Strong side to the left side, here down at the bottom of the screen. Drops back, double move there, trying to get that ball out to Jackson Ward. Doesn't look like Ward were able to get out of the second portion of that of his route out there. May have got held up, had some hands on him, but he didn't get clear. But Gott did try to pump fake him, which, you know, is about that move. Now, Mountain View calls a timeout, obviously with fourth down there, trying to get another opportunity to score before they go in for halftime here. So that timeout stops at 1:23 as both teams come out of here on the field. Shelton comes out with the punt team. And they have wound the clock. High snap, able to pull it down. Not a bad punt, and that's going to be, oh, is he going to catch the bounce? Bounces right into Rhodes' hands as he picks it up and scores. Touchdown special teams for the Shelton High Climbers.
Yeah, what a change of momentum here. I mean, Mountain View's looking to get the ball back to put another score before halftime. Muffs the punt.
I don't see any flags on the field, but see what's going on here.
Yeah, J.J. Rhodes just able to go ahead and clean up the ball as it bounced into his lap. Are they saying it was? They're saying it was touched.
They're not there. Well, that's where he picked the ball up, so they're not going to let him advance it from that spot. So it's not a touchdown, but it is definitely a turnover for the special teams.
We'll see the replay here. Or are they saying maybe 34? Did it bounce off of 34's leg?
Which, if that's the possibility, it was already downed.
Right,
yeah.
At that point. I think that's kind of what the call was there.
All righty. Shelton alive again, rolling out. Trying to get that ball out there to the receiver, number 12, Moore. Moore came out of that break. I don't think he was looking for the ball when he came out of the break. Gott had already let it go, so maybe a little bit of miscommunication out there on what was going on.
There seems to be that on the Shelton side of the football between Gott and his receivers tonight so far.
Knight back on the field as Morford checks out. Second down. Another quick slant, trying to get that one to Henry. Henry not able to pull that one in.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Shelton High Climbers, as we're sitting 59 seconds left in the first half. Hunter Leth checks into the game, running the play in. We got one man in the backfield, 2 slot receivers. rolls out to his right outside of the pocket. He decides to keep it. He's able to get about a gain of 7. That's going to bring up 4th and 3. So Shelton does go ahead and call a timeout to stop the clock with 46 seconds left remaining in the first half. Now last week, the kicker for Shelton did go ahead and convert a 43-yard field goal. So sitting on the 31-yard line, it's close to his range. Looks like the offense does come out for Shelton to go ahead and try to convert 4th and 4, excuse me. You got 3 receivers on the left side of the field. And finds Bennett Henry on the sideline to go ahead and get a first down. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock. That's going to move the chains. 40 seconds remaining and a fresh set of downs for the Shelton High Climbers. And Shelton's going to go ahead and call another timeout. That will leave them with 1 remaining for the half. 39 seconds left. The clock was adjusted. The ball will be placed on the 24-yard line. All right, and here we go. Keenan Moore lined up closest to the touchline on this side. Got looking towards the corner, trying to find Bennett Henry. That ball's just overthrown. Ends up out of bounds. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. That ran 5 seconds off the clock, 34 seconds left. Hunter Leth checks into the game. J.J. Rhodes checks out. Trevor Gott able to go ahead and get it off. Ball is bobbled. There's a fight for it. Depending on who comes up with it, they're going to... Shelton's calling touchdown. It is going to be a touchdown for Shelton. Bennett Henry with the catch, able to go ahead and come up with it. That's going to put 6 on the board for the Shelton High Climbers. Adrian Weir with the kicking responsibilities for the High Climbers, setting up for the extra point. And Weir puts that through the uprights. That's going to go ahead and make it Mountain View Thunder 20, Shelton High Climbers 7, as we come to 24 seconds left in the first half. So big turn of events here for both teams as Mountain View was looking to get the ball back with about 1:20 left. muff the punt, turn the ball over to the High Climbers. High Climbers able to go ahead and come down and get a score. As Weir sets up for the kickoff, he's going to set up on the near hash, waiting for a football. There we go. Huber and Brown set to receive. Lined up on the 9-yard line. Huber's going to field this around the 3-yard line and sets to return it. Brown leading the charge for the blocks, and Huber gets a big return. They're going to bring it out to the 37-yard line. Going to leave 17 seconds left here in the first half as Mountain View takes the ball over. We'll see what they decide to do. And Ledke rolling out to his right. And he's going to throw an interception. That's going to be Caleb Jordan, who's able to go ahead and pick that ball off. Another turnover for the Mountain View Thunder. This is not how Mountain View wanted to finish this half. "60 seconds ago on the game clock, this game looked a lot different than what it currently does now. Shelton does have one timeout left. And they do have a big foot in Adam Weir as their kicker, so we'll see if they can try to get him into field goal range. All right, 3 receivers on the top side of your screen. Got looks left. He's airing out, trying to find Bennett Henry. That one's going to come up incomplete. That brings up 2nd and 10. 3 seconds remaining left in the half. Time for one more play for the Shelton High Climbers. All right, 4 receivers set here for the High Climbers.
Reminder, we cannot have music during the game while the ball is in play.
Looks like the officials asking the student section to turn the music off in the stands. And we're underway here. 4 receivers set, man in motion. Got drops back, trying to find Bennett Henry, and that ball is going to go ahead and come up incomplete to end the first half. What a change in events here, the last 2 minutes of this first half. It's going to end with Mountain View Thunder 20, Shelton High Climbers 7. High Climbers with the momentum going into halftime. We're going to go ahead and send it back down into the studio with Rodney Lawrence and Matt Griffin for a quick halftime show.
All right, Matt Griffin alongside Rodney Lawrence. EPS Sports team back in action after a couple weeks off. with our first EPS Sports broadcast featuring the brand new member of the 3A Greater St. Helens League, Shelton High School. Mountain View up on top, but then Shelton's special teams kind of came up big for a couple plays there.
Yeah, they did. I mean, when I came down here to get ready to set up for this, the momentum was definitely on the Mountain View side. It felt like it might have swung a little bit. They're going to come back with the ball here in the second half. Special teams has stepped up for them. Were able to get some offense generated at the end when they get that long pass out there to Bennett Henry. They've been trying to get him the whole time.
Right.
And so they were finally able to make a connection. It's going to be interesting to see what happens as they come out here in the second half.
What do you think the coach is going to tell them going into the locker room, Shelton?
You know what? Momentum. We've got the momentum. You know, we've kind of the special teams did what they needed to do to kind of help us out. We saw a big catch with the offense. We saw some light at the end of the tunnel for these guys up to this point. You saw what they were trying to accomplish, but they weren't actually able to do it. And they did it right before we ended this up. So we'll see what that makes them look like here in the second half.
Well, and Mountain View's still up 20-7.
Yeah.
What is Mountain View going to do to recapture some of that momentum?
Well, Mountain View,
and blunt the special teams play.
Right. The special teams play is going to be huge. The other thing is Mountain View's going to have to get out of their own way with penalties. I mean, we kind of talked about it. Me and Ryan were talking about it a little bit off the air before we started today. The margin of error of when they lost is very minimal, but the penalties have what's hurt them
Just starting
in
to stack
all their
up.
losses. And they got some penalties now that gave these guys some opportunities to do some things. So we'll see. They're going to have to shore that up and then just keep playing the way they're playing.
Tell them to clean up the play a little bit.
Yeah, most definitely.
Second game tonight, also on Comcast 328. And on our YouTube channel will be Skyview Storm versus the Union Titans.
Yes.
What are you looking for in that game?
You know, Skyview is coming off a very hard loss last Friday, and then, everybody knows about what happened to the young man on their team. So it's going to be super emotional. Union, not the Union that we're used to in years past. They're struggling a little bit this year. It's going to be an interesting game. I mean, there's going to be a lot of emotions out there.
Yes.
Both coaches are going to have to try to keep that type of stuff in check. We're hoping for a good game. It should be pretty exciting.
All right. Well, Rodney and Ryan up in the booth. We'll be back with the second game, and we'll just keep it right here on Comcast Channel 328 and on the Evergreen Public Schools YouTube channel. Thank you also to our viewers from the Shelton area tuning in tonight. Thank you so much. Right now, I'm going to turn things over to my colleague, Craig Bernbach, who has some very important information that parents need to know to make sure your student gets the benefits that they're entitled to.
Hello, everybody. I've got some very important information for you about Evergreen Public Schools meal programs. Bottom line is this. It's not just about the free breakfast or lunch your student might get at school. For the third year in a row, Evergreen Public Schools is part of a federal program that allows all students, regardless of household income level, a free breakfast and a free lunch per school day. But there are additional benefits that students may be eligible for outside of meal service. But you'll need to fill out a Child Nutrition Services or CNS benefit application. Take a look at some of the benefits for students. We're talking about free academic tutoring, depending on your school, free or reduced class, clubs, and field trip fees. Your family can get low-cost internet and computer access through Comcast's Internet Essentials program. And for families with high school students, there are even more benefits. We're talking about being able to take pre-SAT and SAT exams for free, 90% off the cost of advanced placement exams, and no fees for certain college applications. And eligible students, they get free or reduced ASB, sports, activities, and athletic fees. And by applying, you're helping the district's bottom line. Districts nationwide receive certain federal and state funding based on the number of children from households that are at or below the federal income level. In order for our schools to receive accurate funding and to make sure that our students get the services they're entitled to, it's important for eligible families to apply for these benefits. You can apply online with your Skyward Family Access account or fill out a paper application and turn it into your student's school. Your personal information is always protected and confidential. And don't worry, If you got questions about the application, we have folks who can walk you through the process. So check out the website on your screen, evergreenps.org/child-nutrition-services. For Evergreen Public Schools, I'm Craig Bernbach.
Calling all student athletes in Evergreen and Battleground Public Schools. The Mark Rigo Athletic Scholarship Fund is accepting applications. Mark Rigo was a beloved football and track coach who passed away in 2018, but left behind a legacy. The thousands of student athletes he pushed to become the best versions of themselves and pursue their dreams.
His whole thing was the power of one. If he could just do one thing each day for one person, he's made an impact.
If you are heading to college or a post-secondary trade school and have taken part in sports in Evergreen or Battleground Public Schools, Rigo's legacy can also help offset some of your college costs. To fill out an application and learn more, head over to rigoscholarship.com. Let's keep Coach Rigo's legacy going by helping new generations of students pursue their dreams.
Hello and welcome to this EPS Inspires Update. I'm Craig Bernbach. And we're going to head to Marion Elementary School, where almost 20 years ago, one teacher had an idea to use art as a way to share joy and bring students closer together. And boy, has that idea blossomed into something special. When you walk into art club at Marion Elementary School, you might notice it's a bit loud, a bit chaotic. But for club organizer Cheryl Bourne, there's no place she'd rather be. What's it like for you when you walk into the gym?
That makes me cry because you look at the kids, and yes, for some people it seems a little chaotic, but yet when you give it a minute, it settles down and you look around and kids are happy and they're saying, I love art. And that's the way it should be.
And the students agree.
And you get to draw with your friends, draw with other people, and it's just so creative, colorful, and amazing. Because it's fun and you can talk a lot with your friends.
And there are a lot of friends to talk to and create with.
So Art Club is open to any interested student, and they come together for 2 weeks and they do art. Every day is a different project.
Ms. Bourne created Art Club way back in 2006, and boy, has it grown.
First year I did it in 2006. We had about 56 kids. This year we're at 183.
The purpose of the club? That has remained the same.
I always say art makes you smart, so it activates a whole nother part of your brain, and it allows some kids that necessarily don't shine academically can shine in art.
Every day during Art Club, the students work on one of 24 different projects.
We do paint, we do crayons, we do watercolors, we do chalk, pastels, and markers.
Well, there's little directions, and you mostly just copy what it says on the directions.
If the younger students have questions about those directions, the older students are there to help.
We're really building that community and that sense of oneness that we have at Marion, and it's one of the things that really, then kids know somebody who's bigger than them, and they're like, hi.
Art Club culminates at the end of week 2 with the gallery walk.
All of the young artists are going to hang up all of their art or their best art, and then their parents, other people are going to walk into the art room.
Sure, showing off their artwork to family and friends is a great way to finish, but it's how they got there that these kids will remember.
I would say what matters the most to all of these kids is the joy of being together.
How much difference can one vote make? Since 2023, more than 60 U.S. elections have been tied or won by just one vote. So this fall, your friend could be the tiebreaker. And that could make all the difference. People are more likely to vote when encouraged by a friend. So use your power to decide this election. Make sure you're good to vote and encourage your friends to make a voting plan at votevotevote.com.
And that is it for our halftime news show. We will be back with second half action, the Shelton High Climbers versus the Mountain View Thunder. Rodney Lawrence and Ryan Bassbiner will be back with your second half action in just a couple of minutes. And then stay tuned for our second game of the night, the Skyview Storm versus the Union Titans. Thanks for watching.
All righty, want to welcome you guys back here to the second half of the football game here. We've got Mountain View Thunder going against the Shelton High Climbers. Mountain View on top, 20-7. The last few minutes, well, actually the last minute and a half of that first half, is there a momentum change? I kind of felt like something happened.
Yeah, something certainly happened because, I mean, minute and a half left of that game, Mountain View was looking to get the ball back and put another score up on the board, and a muffed punt return, right, turned into a turnover. Shelton was able to go ahead and go down and score, and then they threw an interception. So, I mean, Shelton got the ball back twice within a minute and a half. They certainly have the momentum coming out of halftime.
Yeah, they sure
and it's something that they needed to get themselves back into this football game. And so we'll see how they come out here. They're gonna get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that could made for a little different of a conversation at the halftime.
Definitely.
Chalkboard talk a little different when you come in like that, and the momentum swung. They've been trying to get it to Bennett Henry all afternoon, all evening, and they were actually able to get it to him for the touchdown before they went into the halftime. So here we go again, and they're going to let that one actually bounce out of bounds this time, so they'll get the ball in some decent field position, better than they have been. So, I mean, already this second half is looking better for them because they're starting better than they did the entire first half of the game. 1st and 10 from the 35.
Yeah, I mean, really, the entire first half, Shelton struggled to get it past their own 35-yard line.
Yeah.
And then the last minute, they were able to move the football at a pretty good rate.
All right, so the original lineup there in the backfield, they've got Rhodes, and they have Morford in the backfield. Morford will take this right at the middle. He has found some room, and nice little run by that young man as he falls forward across the 45-yard line. They'll spot that on the 47. 1st and 10 from there. That's the best run all game for them.
Yeah, it has been. It was a good gain of 12, and Morford just kind of ran downhill and found a hole.
Big fullback left now comes in the game, replacing Rhodes. Morford still the pistol running back there. And we have got Moore and Henry down here at the bottom of the screen. Hands that one off. Morford, another run as he gets himself inside Mountain View territory, down to the 48-yard line. Nice 5-yard run there. Those 2 carries have more than he got all of the entire first half of the game.
Yeah, I was going to say, we really didn't see a whole lot of carries for Moore in the first half. It was mostly Bennett Henry, who's kind of been a tight end, wide receiver, running back,
Yeah, he's doing a lot of stuff out there for him.
Yeah.
Speaking of Henry, he's down here at the bottom, on an island down here. Formation change, Rhodes. Oh, and a high snap as that gets over the quarterback's head. He's going to just get that one down it. That's unfortunate for the team there. There was definitely good momentum. And for that to get away from him, that added about 12 more yards to what was going on. So that's going to bring up about 3rd and 22. So tough job there by Shelton. Not able to stay without errors here in this opening drive here of this second half. Tripped receivers to the far side of the field. Single back. And that ball is going to be dropped and fumbled and recovered. Mountain View is going to recover that.
Yeah, Xavier Frazier coming up with the fumble recovery.
Second big play by Xavier Frazier. He was the one who blocked the punt in the first half of this game, and now he falls on the muff snap as Shelton mishandles 2 snaps in a row. Giving the ball back to Mountain View in very good field position, 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Bryson Vance, the new quarterback, he's going to hand that one off to Brown. Brown finds room in the crowd, and he's going to get drugged down right outside of the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that's another good run from Jaden Brown.
Sure is.
I almost thought he was about to get his 4th score of the night.
I know.
On that run.
He is looking like that. Here's the replay.
Yeah, just great blocking. He's able to find a hole, and ultimately it was Benjamin Morford that was able to go ahead and bring him down.
Sure was. So new quarterback here starting the second half. That is Bryson Vance, number 10, now in the backfield. Brown takes the ball again. This time he is going to be drugged down by Leth. Brown checks out of the game. He's replaced by number 29, Dallas Hobbs. 2 receivers down here at the bottom of the screen. Hobbs takes the ball. He is going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. And he's going to lose some yards on this as they back across the 10 down to the 11-yard line. Now this time Bryson Vance comes out of the game, so it looks like we might see a Wildcat situation here. We'll see who's going to be set up as the quarterback.
Dylan Huber?
That's what it looks like. He's going to send the man in motion. Dylan's going to take it, and they're going to go student body here to the right. And that is going to bring up 4th down as Shelton does a good job stacking that up and not letting them find the edge. So that will bring up 4th down and goal from the 8-yard line. Vance checks back into the game. Jaden Brown lines up beside him. 3 receivers to the far side. Vance drops back, looks for somebody, tries to put it out there on the outside, not able to get that in. Intended receiver was Dylan Huber. But the corner out there for Shelton unable to get underneath that and block that one out of the way. So that ball will be turned over in downs.
Yeah, it was a good defensive play there by Zane Harding. Get his eyes on the football, at least get a hand on it. We'll see the replay here. Just fires it into the end zone. Good defensive play.
Yeah. Vance should have led him a little bit, threw it more towards the pylon and just kind of threw him open. And he had to step back inside. He gave the DB an opportunity to get a bead on the ball there. Good job there by the Shelton defense to keep Mountain View from scoring. 1st and 10 going the other direction, deep in their own territory, though. Handoff. Morford now gets the ball, and Morford looks like he is going to lose some yards on that, probably a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down. Shelton breaks the huddle. 3 trip receivers, I should say. Far side. Single back, drops back. And he is going to be dropped right there at the 2-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. They need to get back to the 18-yard line to move the chains. pocket just kind of collapsed right on top of him.
Yeah, he tried that pump fake again, and he didn't have time to make anything out of it. Good job by Mountain View defense there.
Yeah. So the entire backfield now actually in the end zone. And we are going to have whistles here. And that looks like that's going to be a delay of game.
Yeah.
So that'll back them up half the distance to the goal line. Replay third down here, but looks like now they'll probably be on like the 1.5. They'll take the snap, just hand that one off, just trying to get some room here. And they're going to give him forward momentum out to about the 2-yard line before he is tackled. That will bring out the punt team.
This brings up an interesting situation. I mean, Mountain View did go ahead and block a punt in the first half. They've been close another time, and now they've got a short. You know, they don't have a whole lot of room to work with there.
No, they don't. Let's see what they decide to do. This will be seriously interesting here. Do you run out of the back and calls? Get 2 points? Kick that one straight up in the air. He's going to let it bounce. That time it does not take a favorable bounce for Shelton. They'll down it right there at the 30-yard line. Mountain View's offense back on the field, first down and 10 from the 29. Now, there's something to be said for catching that and running out of the back of the end zone and just taking the 2 as opposed to possibly 6.
Yeah.
But the defense for Shelton has stiffened up here tremendously since the first half. So,
do they have? I mean, if they can continue to stop Jaden Brown, I mean, I think that's where most of the damage has come from on the ground for Mountain View.
Yeah.
Then they could be okay here.
We got a holding call. This time they've given it to a different running back on the field here. Christian Nushaw, the ball carrier there. We have got a penalty flag. That's probably holding. And it is. That'll be against Thunder, and they will back them up 10. From the spot of the foul, placing the ball on the 39-yard line.
Yeah, penalties being a season-long nemesis for the Thunder.
Yeah, sure has. Especially in the second half. That's kind of when they start showing up a lot, is in the second half. You got a bunch formation down here at the bottom of your screen into the boundary. Ryback out there. They're going to hand this ball off again. A lot of yards lost on that one, but nice little contact initial. Tried his best. Didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, so that'll bring up second down and even more, as it looked like he lost about 3 yards on that one.
Yeah, that turned out to be a lot better than what it was going to look like.
Yeah, it sure did. Here's the replay.
Yeah, he has no choice but to run backwards, and he's able to get around the corner slightly before he runs into a little bit of traffic, and it could have been a lot worse.
So breaks the huddle again. Second down and a lot. Hands the ball off. Mushaw, once again, the ball carrier. Kind of looking on the sidelines. Doesn't look like Brown is hurt. Standing there right beside the coach is Brown and
I was looking at the same thing.
Vance takes the snap, drops back, and he is going to get sacked right there at midfield. And that is going to be Bennett Henry credited for that. So good call there by the coach to go ahead and kick that away and let his defense play ball. Because that's exactly what they've done here in this series.
Yeah, Bennett Henry come through big with a big sack, and I mean that turns into 4th and 31.
Yeah.
Mountain View really have no other choice but to punt this one away.
And it looks like they're going to down that at about the 18-yard line. So Shelton with another opportunity to put points on the board here as they talk the ball over. 1st and 10 from the 18.
Yeah, I think they're breathing a sigh of relief there to not give up any points after being backed up to their goal line, having a short punt. Defense definitely did their job.
Yeah, they sure did. Slot receivers here at the bottom. Fullback moves over. Nice kick out underneath. Trying to get underneath that block. They've been trying to run that play. It must be their bread and butter in most situations because
it is. I think that the football was fumbled.
And it has been recovered by Mountain View once again. The Shelton offense is struggling all evening, really. I mean, except for the last 2 minutes. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the fumble right there. He never even really had it.
No. Recovered by Brown.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, going the other way from the 19-yard line. Minute 51 left to play. Brown gets the ball behind 2 blockers. Nice run as he splits that and gets down across the 10. Nice 10-yard run. That will move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 9. Bryson Vance breaks the huddle. Back to split backs. Now we have Hobbs and Brown in the game. Brown takes it, looks to go outside, finds the edge, bounces his way through into the touchdown again. As Jaden Brown having the night of his life.
That's his 4th score. I think that may officially qualify him for a nomination of Player of the Week.
It just might. It just might. That will push the score 26-7. Mountain View Thunder on top.
You know, what's been impressive, I mean, Jaden Brown has certainly done his work to get into the end zone tonight, but it's the work before his touchdown runs that have really gotten there.
Yeah.
He's had a lot. He's had several runs of 15, 20 yards that has really just kind of put his head down and gotten as many as he can, and he's had a great game tonight.
Nice catch, and they were able to, nope, he missed that. Kicked it under the crossbars there. Good job there for the holder to catch that and get it down. To Ledecky, generally the holder, not this time. There's Vance is out there holding the ball. Nice job. Good seal block there by the running back, Dallas Hobbs. Allows Brown to get that extra yards and the momentum to get him across the goal line. All right. Clock stopped at 1:13 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Mountain View's on top, 26-7. Want to remind everybody that we do have another game tonight, doubleheader, 2nd game. Union Titans going against Skyview Storm. That game will start at 7 o'clock this evening. Ready for the kickoff. This will be fielded right at about the 18 this time. Looks for some space, finds some, breaks that to the outside. He is going to run right into the kicker on that one.
Good return there by Braden Phipps. Getting some good return yards. That's the first kick that hasn't been returned by Bennett Henry tonight.
Yeah, it is. It is. So took that almost back to midfield. It'll be first down and 10 from the 46-yard line. Moore and Henry lined up here at the bottom of your screen. They're going to hand that ball off to Morford. I'm sorry, that is Knight. Knight finds some room right up the middle. Nice little dancing there by Knight, and he looks like he is hurt. Not able to get up. We'll see here what's going on. Here's the replay.
Yeah, Knight making a good run here, finding a seam right through the middle of the field. Breaks the tackle through the secondary. Looks like maybe his legs just got folded up underneath him a little bit.
Yeah. Hopefully he's going to be all right, because that was a great run by that young man. That's definitely some offense that they need on the field right now. And it looks like, well, he's able to. That's the kind of limp that's kind of like I might be able to make it back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hopefully we see him back.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
That was a great little run. That was the first time we called his name tonight. Hopefully it's not the last.
All right, so Morford back into the game. Leth, and this ball is going to be mishandled again. This time they're able to wrap it up and not lose it on a fumble, but there has definitely been a struggle here in the second half with Shelton being able to hold on to that football.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just, I know it's a little moist out there tonight, and I don't know if that's just dew collecting on the football, that type of thing, but yeah, there's been some issues holding onto the football, really on both sides of the ball tonight.
Right. A little moist, huh?
A little
nice
bit.
word.
It's not raining, I don't know, dewy.
Now he's going for a man. He's got a man wide open in the corner, not able to make the connection. Jackson Ward, the intended receiver, that is a missed opportunity. He was wide open. He was wide open.
He was wide open, just slightly overthrown, and that it certainly could have been a big play for Shelton.
Yeah, most definitely. That's going to bring up now third down, and it looks like about 15.
Looks like Mountain View is going to go ahead and take a timeout.
7 seconds left in the third quarter.
Maybe regroup a little bit. Maybe have a little pep talk saying, "Hey, we're about to enter the fourth quarter, right? Let's not give them anything."
Yeah. Because it might just be like, ooh, we felt this way before.
Right, we felt this way before.
This is how they lost to Prairie.
Right, yeah, they're up 3 scores. And Shelton has shown that they've had moments where they can turn it up and they can make big offensive plays. And so Mountain View can't lose focus. And they have to stay in the game mentally. They can't think they're up by 3. They've got the game in the bag. The clocks haven't hit zeros yet.
Right, exactly. And that was definitely a breakdown in the secondary for Ward to run, Jackson Ward to run that free. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty on Shelton. That might have been on Henry. And that's going to back him up 5 more. All right, reset here. Looking at about 3rd and 20 now. They'll need to get down to the 17-yard line to move these chains. Pump fakes it again, gets that away. It is going to get picked off. Comes back up the sideline. There is not a whole lot of people in front of him. This guy steps inside of that, going to see if he can outrun his man. Not sure what happened, but he scores a touchdown, a pick six, 65-yard touchdown, pick six.
Andres Jose Villanueva, take a bow. Steps into the path, reads the quarterback. Not only able to intercept it, but he finds his way all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, he sure does. He sure does. Great job there. Good blocking up front. He found that lane and came all the way down to take care of that.
Guess that makes that timeout worth it from the Mountain View side.
Exactly. Most definitely. Most definitely. Looks like there's a little bit of confusion going on here. So they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. And we still haven't seen the official. No, that was the extra point.
That was 2-point conversion.
That was a 2-point conversion.
It was a direct snap to Jaden Brown. Jaden Brown was actually sitting under center.
And no hands up to signify whether or not they got it.
We had a flag in the backfield.
There was a whole lot of movement, so I don't know if everybody was set before that ball got snapped. So we'll see here what's going on. Oh, so they got another in the excitement of the pick six. The get back coach didn't do what he was supposed to be doing, so they got a penalty on that again.
That's the second strike on him tonight.
Yeah, whoever the get back coach is. All right, so they'll try for the 2-point conversion once again. 3 receivers now to the far side of the field. Goes to the corner, and he's able to bring that one in.
Dylan Huber with the conversion.
And that will push the score to 34-7. So that momentum, and here's the replay on the pick at 6.
Yeah, Villanueva just steps in.
Nice job. Now, right here.
That was a little.
Not sure why he didn't get pushed out of bounds on that one.
It was a long way for the lineman to run, but.
It was. That was a long run. Nevertheless, Mountain View on top, 34-7. That momentum swing we spoke of when we started this third quarter.
It's gone.
Yes, most definitely, all the way. So this kickoff will start the beginning of the fourth quarter. As time runs out on the third quarter, as the Mountain View Thunder score the 2-point extra point, the 2-point conversion, I should say. Mountain View kicks this one off. Henry settles in under that. Henry's going to get across the 25. He's going to get tripped up by one of his own players. He'll stumble forward to about the 27-yard line. And they'll spot it there, 1st and 10 for the Shelton High Climbers.
A small correction. The pick six for Mountain View was actually Dominic McNeil, not Villanueva like we previously thought. We do have 2 number 5s on our rosters. So I want to make sure he gets the right credit.
There you go. The pick six is his. It'll be in the papers tomorrow for him. He'll be all right. It had the right name. Shelton calls timeout. So if we talk about the third quarter, as these guys go through this, and everything we talked about at the beginning, right before third quarter started, we talked about the momentum, what it looked like in the last minute and a half of the second quarter, right, and what those guys, what Shelton was showing us. And then they actually started the third quarter pretty good with some nice runs from their running back, Morford, and then all of a sudden, 2 bad snaps in a row, and they turned the ball over. And it's just been downhill ever since.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where we talked about the mental game on Mountain View's side, right? Throughout the season, they kind of struggled as we get later into the game and into the second half. And we started to see bits and pieces of that, and they were able to self-correct.
Yeah, they were. And it's the teams feels like, I mean, there's obviously some still things that they need to work on, but against Shelton, they put some good film in there that the coaches can really sit down, talk about, and draw some good stuff up for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
That last play was they tried to get a quick screen out to Milford, put him in motion. Looks like the coaches now are just trying to find all kinds of ways to kind of get the ball to their good guy in the open field. They're going to hand this one off to him, direct handoff. Like he'll get about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. That'll bring up third down. Jackson Ward lined up here down at the bottom on top of the numbers. They're going to roll out. Trying to come back across the middle of the field. That ball's going to get picked off again. And here they come up the field. He's going to get down to the 40, down to the 35-yard line before he is going to be taken down.
Yeah, Dylan Huber just able to read the eyes of the quarterback, step in front of the receiver and pick it off. And that's going to be another turnover for the Shelton High Climbers.
Yeah.
We'll see this here. And you see he's just looking all the way. And Huber's able to just go ahead and step in front.
Well, I mean, the first mistake there for Gott is he threw back into the middle of the field late. He's rolling one way and tried to throw back. That is a tough throw to make. At the professional level, even tougher to make it at the high school level, trying to throw back into the middle as he's rolling. He's throwing, away from his body. Vance going to keep that one himself. He'll get chased out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. That looks like a little RPO there for Vance. First time we've seen that from Mountain View this game. This time he's going to give the ball off. Nowhere to go for the running back as he loses the yards and some extra ones that Vance had gotten in second down. So that'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Yeah, Hunter left there with the tackle for a loss for Shelton.
Split backfield.
Looks like the defense just creeped into the neutral zone there.
Yeah, they did. Showing that blitz. Or possible blitz, if you will. That'll give them 5 more yards. Get them across the 20 down to the 19. 3rd down. Vance drops back. Looks like he's setting up a screen. He is there. That ball is going to get knocked loose, but he is able to get back on it. Dallas Hobbs, the receiver on that one. That'll bring up 4th down and about 4 to go. They'll have to get across the 15 down to about the 14 to be able to move these chains. And it actually looks like they're going to go in here and try to hit the field goal. So it'll be 30-plus yard attempt here from the far half, from the near hash. So not an easy kick. Kick is up, and he got that through.
He did get it through.
just barely got that through. So nice job there on special teams. Their kicker is able to push that 30-plus yard field goal as they push the score to 37. Now winning this game by 30 points.
Yeah, interesting play call. I mean, he missed an extra point earlier in the game. Earlier they were sitting fourth and goal on the 4, and they decided to go for it, right? And so now you pull him out for over a 30-plus yarder. Right. Good job on that young man. He was able to sneak it in there.
He must have been kicking pretty good today in warm-ups for the coach to go ahead and pull that one out. Go get it for us.
Uh-huh.
So here we go. Mountain View's kickoff team definitely getting a workout tonight. And we got a kick. Keeps that one on the ground. That looks like that's going to get away into the end zone. And they'll bring that one out to the 20. Shelton's offense takes the field. 8:27 left to play. They're down by 30. Breaks the huddle. Trip receivers, pistol formation. Rose moves back into the setup. They're going to hand this ball off to the weak side. Nowhere for the running back to go. And he's going to lose about 2 yards on that play. That'll bring up 2nd down. That was running back. They've got a new running back in the game. That is Troy Green, number 4. Was the carrier on that last play. He's still there in the game. Green goes into motion. Going to hand it off to the up back. And he's got nowhere to go as the Mountain View front 4 are all over him.
Yeah, Florian Barani coming up with a big tackle for a loss there. He's had a good night. He's had several tackles for losses.
And that is Judd Velasco number 21 who was the ball carrier on that one. So it looks like they are bringing some new people out here into the backfield. Some time here on Friday night. Hands that ball off, gives it to the running back coming right up the gut. And that looks like Roberto Manzo, number 6. That will bring 4th down here, and the punt team comes back onto the field. Phillips to punter.
It's Dylan Rocco's set to receive the punt.
That is going to take, and it'll die right there in Shelton territory. Ball down there on the 48-yard line. Mountain View will take it over from there. 5:58 left to play in the game. Mountain View up top, 37-7 over the Shelton High Climbers. Bryson Vance, the quarterback here in the second half of the game, has a man open on the outside. Oh, that ball is going to be caught. The tip drill drops right in the hands of number 35, Jack Fournier, who's able to catch that ball and get enough yards to move the chain. 1st and 10 for the Mountain View Thunder.
Just kind of fell right into his lap. That ball was tipped.
It sure did. It sure did.
I think he might owe a thank you to Dylan Huber here. And the defensive back. Good job being ready for that.
There you go. That's why you practice a tip drill. All right, slot receivers up there to the boundary. Top of your screen. Right back down here on the numbers at the bottom. Vance takes a snap. He's going to hand this one off. Nice job to get through the first set of contact. He'll get down across the 25-yard line.
Wyatt Depot ultimately ended up with the tackle. I'm sorry, that was Zane Harding with the tackle. My apologies.
Christian Mushaw, the running back. Breaks the huddle. Slot of receivers on both sides of the field. One receiver in motion. They're going to hand it off on a fly sweep. He gets through the group, tries to step back inside, and he is almost, see if they're going to give him the touchdown. And no, they are going to have him down on the 1-yard line, and then now we have got a penalty flag. So now we'll see what's going on here.
That was a great run.
Sure was.
Fortunately, we don't have that number on the roster.
We do not, so we'll see what the penalty is here. The penalty came late. We've got an unsportsmanlike call against the offense, so not sure who that got called on, but the penalty flag came right down there, right in front of where the running back got knocked down, or the receiver, I should say, on this fly sweep. So great job as he gets in there and gets in behind the blocks. Tries to step inside. So they just a little aggravation there by the young man. Kind of slams the ball down, and they're going to lose 15 yards on that play. 2nd and 10. Huddled up. And we break the little huddle here. We've got 2 receivers down here at the bottom of the screen. We're going to send another fly sweep going to the big side of the screen, looking for the sidelines or the edge, not able to find it. We have got another penalty flag thrown. More than likely, that's going to be a holding call on the Thunder. Back them up. Actually, they're going to waive that, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Sorry, 3rd down. That'll bring up 3rd. And they're going to lose about a yard and a half out of that one. 3:44 left to play in the game. Clock continuing to run. Slot formation. Vance drops back. Goes to look for Jack Fournier. That is going to hit him in his hands as he gets turned around a little bit. Not able to bring that one in. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They are not going to give their kicker another opportunity.
Go for this one again.
Mm-hmm.
Get the formation set up. Play clock down to 4. They were able to get the snap off. Bryson Vance looks to throw the ball to somebody and not able to bring it in inbounds. Rybach not able to bring that in, so that ball will be turned over on downs. The Shelton Highlanders will take the ball over from there, 1st and 10. 3:10 left to play in the game. Clock stopped at 3:10. The High Climbers break the huddle. Send the man in motion. They're going to hand that one off. Kick out block. Nice to get underneath that kick out. He'll get across the 20, down to the 22-yard line.
Good stop there by Raymond Berg. Stepping in.
Alberto Manzo, the carrier on that. Nice 5-yard jaunt for the young man. 2nd and 5. Pistol formation. 3 receivers here at the bottom of the screen. They'll hand this one up. Well, actually fake the handoff. No, he actually does get it. Faked me out too on that one. And nice run. That is Troy Green they hand that ball off to, and he gets right into the middle of that. And before anybody knew it, he was in the secondary and running down the middle of the field. So nice handoff.
You see a replay here that actually ends up being the best running play of the night for Shelton. for a big gain and new set of downs.
1st and 10 from the 42. Sends a man in motion, hands it off to the up back. The up back's looking to get that ball, steps in under the kick out block from the guard. Nice initial run. They're going to stop momentum right there at about the 48-yard line, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Six-yard gain there for Shelton. Minute 25 left to play in the game. Shelton high climbers are on the move. High snap, not able to handle that. That's going to get away from him, and all that momentum on yardage is going to be lost. As the ball now is pushed back across the 40-yard line, down to the 38. It'll be up 3rd down.
Yeah, it's another unfortunate misstep for the Shelton high climbers. 3rd bad step of the night.
Yeah,
for them.
And it's always happened in situations where they were actually rolling.
Yeah.
Possibly the last play here of the game. They hand this one off. They're good across the 40 down to the 41-yard line, and this probably will be the last play here. We'll see if they try to squeeze another one out of there. I don't think they are. So we will let this one run itself out. And Mountain View with their 2nd victory of this 24-25 season. Nice handed victory. I mean, looked a lot better out here. Special teams did something nice. Defense did some good things, only holding them. Well, that's essentially a special teams touchdown.
It was.
So the defense for Mountain View played well. Mountain View's offense, we saw a lot of good things. We saw that split back between the Jaden Brown and Dallas Hobbs, and then Jaden Brown. There's not a whole lot to say. The young man had a heck of a night.
Yeah, he had a heck of a night. 4 touchdowns. I mean, that was he had an amazing night tonight. I think, looking back on it, I think the most encouraging thing watching Mountain View tonight is that they were able to get over the mental mistakes that they've seen in previous weeks.
Correct.
And so they didn't have nearly as many of those, and that's certainly encouraging as the season continues to roll on.
Right. We saw 4 quarters of some good football.
Yeah.
From the Mountain Views, and something that definitely the coaches need to feel good about and be proud of these boys about. Shelton came down here, struggled, but we welcome you guys to the league. We look forward to seeing you guys again. We want to thank everybody for watching this game. Remember, we are coming back tonight. Probably, not at necessarily 7. We'll probably start a little bit later, but we do have the Union Titans going up against the Skyview Storm this afternoon, or this evening. We're going to go step away from now. We'll be back later on. This is EPS Sports. Ryan Vassbagner, Rodney Lawrence. You guys have a great evening.